Hey guys, welcome to Sunday. Get ready for the big week group chat.
Woo! Global turmoil, inflation,
We got
food
global
shortage,
turmoil. We got
frozen assets,
it all.
not frozen pizza.
We might be left with nothing but frozen pizza. Actually, it's too expensive. We got a lot to talk about today. I do want to warn you, we tried our hand at foreign policy.
I would say we're experts.
Why wouldn't
he says
we be?
We're experts. I mean, I think we're just as qualified as anyone else. But, we took a shot at it, and it looks like some things need to change because it's been pretty hectic since we recorded our last episode. The good news is we have a solution, and we're taking applications, and a lot of our listeners might be interested. So tune into the episode, see if maybe this opportunity is right for you. And you can send your application over, and maybe you can join us. Everybody ready?
Great. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
Hey guys,
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm curious if I could interest you. I have a proposition.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I'm thinking maybe, I know you guys are pretty anti-violent,
Never been in a fight.
Okay, never been in a fight. Dee, I know that you're an anti-violent guy.
Yeah.
I know that you're also pretty anti-gun. But I'm just wondering if I could interest you in sort of like a group chat, like maybe bunker.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. Not that I'm some tough guy, but I'm okay, getting us some guns. I wouldn't have to be this way, but I'm okay with it.
Yep.
If it comes to hand-to-hand combat, 150 pounds or less with my enemy, I'm okay.
150 pounds or less.
Yeah.
So you're
Which,
going
to
fuck me
clarify,
up.
weighs less than me.
I think I qualify.
Okay, well, look, I feel pretty confident. So all I'm saying is that this is what I'm offering up. And I'm wondering if you guys would want to join my bunker and make a group chat bunker, because it kind of feels like, even since we've last recorded an episode, things just like globally are fucking wild. And Anand, I know we talked about maybe escaping the US and maybe, we go to London.
Yep.
I'm not leaving anywhere after what I saw this weekend.
Yeah, things are looking pretty hairy. So I'm thinking maybe a bunker in Nevada or something.
Well, part of the group chat NFT that we're about to launch, if you are an NFT holder, you get access, you +1 in the bunker.
Oh,
good
You
deal.
like
nice.
that?
I like
I'd like
that.
you to I'd like to have everyone fill out a bio with their special skills.
Yeah,
hand-to-hand combat. Maybe you're good at sewing.
You as an NFT holder don't have to be anything. You could just be the NFT holder. Your +1 needs to bring something to the table.
Yeah, maybe needs to make food.
Yeah, like how to grow.
Hunter.
Cut hair, hunter.
Basic
Tell
medical
jokes.
skills. Maybe a nurse.
Yeah, jokes. We need to.
Jokes.
We're going to be in the bunker for what? 3 to 5 years. We're going to have to
something
laugh.
like 3 to 5. Yeah, we're going to have to laugh. We're going to need some basic medical care.
Yeah, we need some doctors. I would love a dentist.
Okay.
A chiropractor.
Okay, so we're going to be taking
a physical therapist. Keep us limber.
Yeah, keep us limber. Yeah. So we're taking applications. So if any of the audience wants to fill one out, I think we got to go bunker. I think we should just be prepared.
So let's just recap what's happened in the last 4 days.
Okay.
4 days. This is how insane this is. Boris Johnson obviously resigned as Prime Minister of the UK because of no vote of confidence of his people.
Yep.
Joe Biden read
repeat the line. Repeat on a just wanted to throw that in there. Yep.
Shinzo Abe, the former Prime Minister of Japan, was full-blown assassinated by some homemade shotgun, broad daylight.
It was the first murder in the year.
And they killed
by guns. Sorry,
and they killed the former prime minister, which is nuts.
In Japan.
Yeah, it's literally insane. It's the equivalent of Barack Obama getting killed.
Then I don't know if you guys watched Sri Lanka reenacting January 6th in Sri Lanka.
Wet Republic, Sri Lanka is fucking
Wet
hot.
Republic, yes.
And by the way,
president's house having a goddamn Vegas pool party.
I mean, not only that, I don't know if you saw the guys. They probably had never been on a treadmill. They're trying to figure that out. They're in his shower. They're
eating
watching
in his
kitchen. They're eating food. They're watching TV, laying down. They're watching what's happening in the palace on TV.
The pool was hot, though.
The pool was hot.
The pool was hot. The pool looked like a Vegas day party. It
looked like a
expected
fun
to see
time.
Deluxe there.
and then they kind of penetrated the central bank as well. Then I saw insane protests in Albania. Then in Argentina.
Yep.
It sounds
Keep in mind
like
there's a war in Russia and Ukraine. Just sprinkle.
And it looks like Germany is like flying off the shelves any minute because electricity and energy power is so expensive that like that's causing a huge problem. It's a pretty and then China, oh my God, that nothing ever happens there. It always is just quiet.
At least we don't get the news what actually happens.
Yeah.
A bank in China froze assets and the people just lost their shit. I don't understand why a bank in China is freezing assets. I just saw the headline and I watched the video. No details have been shared yet because it just happened. That's Monday morning in China. People are ransacking the bank, trying to figure out why they can't get their assets. This has just happened. And I was reading in Sri Lanka, inflation is 60%. The line for gas is so long that the next shipment that most people will get gas is July 22nd.
Wow. Yeah, we got to go bunker.
It is.
Because this is also, keep in mind, in my opinion, and I think all of our opinion, you guys tell me, like, the shit's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah, because here's a problem. I don't understand. The entire world, like inflation is the biggest problem on earth right now.
Yeah.
What is causing the most amount of inflation? Obviously, there was the stimulus and all the money printing every central bank did. I get that. It's clear that gas prices is also causing an enormous amount of harm. I mean, we got to go talk to Russia and Ukraine and be like, you guys got to piece this out.
Yeah,
this is fucking nuts.
I think I've heard a lot of people say come fall, Europe's just going to go to Putin and turn on Zelensky.
Yeah.
Because they need, like, you can't starve.
What the fuck are we doing? We're just sending billions and billions and billions of dollars worth of fucking weapons over there. Can we try to get a little hand?
Yeah, I think Europe has actually an existential threat.
Yeah, because come winter,
if they have no natural gas, they're going to turn on Zelensky and they're going to basically be like, we need a ceasefire. We need something.
Yeah, and like this has affected the world in such a insane way, inflation particularly. Think about it. US dollar is like at parity with the euro right now. $1 is equal to €1. Yen is like an all-time low against the US dollar. It's not good for a lot of businesses. It's terrible for most of the world. I'm shocked that there isn't more discussion about ending this war. Come the fall. I mean, dude, in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is happening fast.
No, this is not. We can't wait till the fall.
No, I'm saying Europe's going to turn on the fall.
I think Europe turns on Zelensky next week. You think they're going to
make it to the fall?
You won't make it to the. It's out of control right now. The world cannot stomach these gas prices, and it's just like every country is going to make a decision that's selfishly what's best for their people.
What's crazy about Sri Lanka is it just a consummation of everything happening at once?
Yeah,
right?
I think gas prices are
It was food.
It was food.
Famine, right? There's famine.
But when you go to the pump, you're just pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're one of like many countries in the developing world that are experiencing this, right? So we saw Sri Lanka, Albania over the weekend. What's next? What's the next pin to drop?
It's going to be a big country. It's going to be like a Germany or France or UK where like it just people can't stomach it anymore. I mean, there's nothing good
the
happening
fact
in
that China, you can even have video of that is insanity.
Yeah.
Because
I know
they protect everything that goes
That's
on
good
in China.
video too. You never get that. There was also a video from Sri Lanka I saw of them chasing a guy. I mean, I don't know if this is true. The Twitter headline or whatever said that they were like attacking rich people. And they were like chasing this dude down the street and just beating the shit out of him.
Right. Yeah. No, I saw that too.
I mean,
when's that going to happen here?
I know, man. We got to get to the bunker. We've been talking a little too crazy on this podcast. Remember, we kept saying how rich Anand was.
No. Girl, suck it down,
We
bro.
talked about Beverly Hill crime in Beverly Hill. Oh my God, Beverly Drive is so dangerous. They're coming for us. They are coming for us. We got to get to that bunker.
I'll tell you how bad, this is where I think America will get aggressive on is from corporate America. Look at this. Someone tweeted out this. To put into perspective how much trouble Amazon is in. This was the March projection from Morgan Stanley on fuel cost increase year over year. They had a $13 billion increase on diesel cost of $3.96 per gallon. Today, diesel average is 5.63. So you're talking what is that? 40 some odd percent increase? 30, 40% just in gas costs, forget labor, forget all the other things, softening of the consumer. That's why Jeff Bezos is going after him because he's seeing his business crumble. Like the costs to run Amazon, which is so dependent on labor and fuel, have to be affected so dramatically by these gas prices. I know all the other things have been affected. The gas thing is just so like immediate for the average person because like you just go to the pump and you're just shocked. Everyone is shocked. Everywhere I go, everyone talks about gas prices.
But at this point, what do you think? Putin kind of won, right?
Yeah.
Like what's going to make him stop?
He wants him to surrender.
But where does he stop? Does Zelensky have to bounce?
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yeah. They have to hand it over. Or I think they have to it sounds to me like they have to hand over a big chunk.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to stop for a big chunk. He already showed he can
he might
just
relax
like muscle himself into a global fucking crisis. Right?
Yeah, he won. Which they are growing. Their GDP is growing because they're guess who's buying their oil left and right? India and China. No problem.
Yeah, of course.
Plenty
no
of people.
problem.
And I'm sure Africa too.
Yeah. But India, the consumption wise, I'm sure it's bananas what India.
This is what I just don't get.
We're in a pickle.
We're in a goddamn pickle. I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't know shit about foreign policy, obviously, but I don't understand.
Anyone else.
No, none of us do. But I don't think the administration does either.
Do you think Repeat the Line knows? No. Nobody in this country knows anything about anything.
But what are we doing?
I read oil forecasts. JP Morgan says $380 of oil. Credit Suisse says 60. It doesn't matter. Nobody knows anything. Michael Burry just says nonsense every 5 minutes. Nobody knows anything.
That JP Morgan post got a lot of traction.
Yeah.
And our oil expert, Brent Below, said it's all nonsense.
Yeah. So that's my point, is that nobody actually knows what they're saying. People are just throwing darts out there.
Oil's only gone down in the last 2 weeks.
Burning the world down to save Ukraine. I just don't get it. I understand that Putin is a dictator and you don't want to let dictators be dictators. But like, what the fuck are we doing? You can't make some sort of agreement. Like you can't. I don't know, whatever. I'm going to sound like an idiot. I'm just going to sound like an angry idiot because I don't know shit about what's actually going on behind the scenes. But this is all, we're fucking up all of this just to not let a dictator, be a dictator. Like, I'm just saying, give him some of the land then. He fucking did it.
I know, and that's the thing. Yeah, and you can't. This is the problem.
Don't put that on TikTok.
Yeah,
I
just don't get it.
If you went privately to every foreign leader, they'd be like, "What are we doing for this country? What is Ukraine doing for every other country in the world?" And And if you want to get, what about their people? Okay, let's do something for Yemen then. Let's go do something for
Syria.
Let's go. If we're going to be righteous, let's go be righteous.
Yeah, spend $10 trillion and save the world.
Exactly. And but we're not. We're just this Ukraine like show is unfortunately coming to an end.
You're telling me that if sorry, go, sorry.
It's devastating to see like the
ripple
world
effect.
melt.
The ripple effect of the war is what you're talking about, right? Like we obviously have empathy and we're not like being dickheads. Like this sucks, but unfortunately he won.
Yeah.
And we have to like kind of figure out what next steps are.
Or my whole thing is this, then just fucking let's go over there and get involved. Like, let's do the whole thing. Like, either you're going to jump in.
Do the whole thing.
But I'm just saying, what are we doing?
You do the whole thing. You're going to get World War
I'm saying
III.
either you go in there and you make a deal and you break off, annex some part of the land that he get, whatever. I don't fucking know. Or we go over there and get involved. But what are we doing just sending all this money over there and letting it draw out? This thing, if things don't collapse because of oil prices, this could draw out for years.
Yeah, he knows that, and he's winning. He won.
Yeah, because the actual humanitarian crisis between gas prices and famine is probably
far
way worse than whatever is going on in the war. If you actually quantify it, and it's so sad to like talk about life like that, but if you were to quantify it, famine and increased fuel is way worse than what's going on in the war.
Yeah,
but you're telling me that right now, if China invaded Taiwan, we'd do the same thing?
If China invaded
on two
China,
fronts?
We ain't doing shit. We ain't doing a goddamn thing.
They won't do it either.
Yeah.
That just feels so sketch.
That's a red line. That's a red line.
For us?
Yes.
So that one we're jumping in?
Yes.
God damn it. It just feels scary because it just feels like if you are China and if you're planning on making that move in the next 5 to 10 years, what better time?
I think it's a threat that gives them power. They're not actually going to do it.
Okay.
I mean, they already won with TikTok.
Yeah, you got TikTok. Just keep TikTok.
Have you seen?
I'd rather own TikTok than Taiwan.
Have you seen the reports from the CIA, the FBI?
We're gonna get fucked on this episode.
Have you seen the reports from the FBI and the equivalent agency in England? Was it MI5? What's it called?
Yeah, MI5.
MI5,
right?
Yeah, and they basically said like, hey, we need to like really worry about Chinese espionage because they control our data, and they're hinting about TikTok.
We need
they literally control the brains of all of our 14-year-olds.
Yeah, like the Minions. China was like, we like the Minions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're just like, we don't know what they're saying. They're just
us
manipulating us.
That's probably how they look at our youth.
This guy, I don't know if you saw this guy on Twitter. He was literally like, asked for a refund at Minions. He's like, what the fuck are these guys even saying? I don't even know what they're saying. He's like, put subtitles. It's funny.
We talked about how TikTok made Minions. So someone in China was like, let's make a bunch of kids fucking mosh pit at theaters.
Yeah, it's probably a sick joke because they think we're minions.
Yeah, they
I think that was their flex, right?
Yeah, why not? They'd be like, hey, look what we can do. Turn a little dial, and all of a sudden there's kids mosh pitting at fucking
they turn a little dial and make some dumb movie.
They turned the dial off for fucking Lightyear, Toy Story.
Yeah, they didn't like it.
They didn't like Toy Story.
Watched a Vice video about like how there's so many of these like mass shootings and things happening that are based around this white supremacist theory that there's people out to replace the white race. Do you remember the Jews will not replace us chant and that Vice video? So there's this whole thing. And so much of where these people are getting all riled up that they think that white Europeans are about to be replaced is TikTok.
That's insane.
Like they're just spreading, those messages just go viral on TikTok. And if you're tapped into that algorithm, remember that one time on it, I sent you a couple crazy videos. Yeah. My TikTok was fucked up for like a month. It was like, oh, this guy's trying to join a cult. And it was just for a month straight. It was all like conspiracy and fucking craziness. But they can do whatever they want with that information.
Of course. And they are.
Yeah, I think it's going to be...
and we just, like, what's Washington doing? Like, not realizing this?
Reading teleprompters.
Like, they realized, like...
Riding bikes.
Like, if TikTok didn't exist, what do you think Minions? It did 125 million the first weekend. What do you think it does? 75?
I think
25.
half, yeah. I'd
Who's
go half.
watching Minions? This is a stupid movie.
Yeah, but my point is,
I watched it with my son. If we didn't have subtitles
wait, you
on,
went to
He
the
loved
theater?
it.
no. We watched Minions 1 from 7 years ago.
Okay.
But he loved it. It spoke to him.
Yeah, because he understands Minion language.
So all right, let's put the barometer. 125 million was made because of TikTok. And you think 25 if it wasn't for TikTok?
Who cares with the Minions?
I think half.
That's a lot of money.
That's crazy.
I saw Thor
That's
did
fucking
well.
crazy.
They like Thor, huh? China?
I don't
China
think Thor's
likes
on
Thor.
TikTok.
Hey, but Top Gun escaped everything, right?
Yeah, that's just too American. Too high.
Yeah, let's go.
Hoorah. Yeah, I think, but I think Top Gun got some love on Twitter.
I
There was
think
a lot
China
of like,
likes Tom Cruise. I
you
think
wanna know,
China
that's
likes
true.
Tom
That's
Cruise.
true. You want to know a big trend on Top Gun was like real Top Gun. Like my dad was a real Top
Oh,
Gun.
yeah. I remember
And,
you
like,
told me about that.
Yeah, there was a couple trends. China let that one slide, I think. But I don't know. Look, I think like don't to our listeners.
That's insane. But it's
China's
true.
like, oh, throw him a bone. We like Tom.
Yeah.
To our
He used to come here
listeners,
all the time.
we don't mean to sound insensitive or anything about the war, of course, but I think that we are all saying that there's way
here's the
bigger
thing.
global repercussions, and I don't understand why we would potentially let this thing go on and on and on and on. Who's in the business of seeing if we could find a peace deal? That's the reality.
Yeah, we got to go there, negotiate some truce, whatever.
We need some action.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Like,
And it's not even political. It's more for the whole world.
it's definitely
I
political
know.
for the whole world, though, right?
No, I'm saying not political, Republican, Democrat. I'm
No.
saying the
It's
whole
for people,
world
yeah.
has ramifications.
Yeah, because like everything else, inflation is pretty uncontrollable except gas. We know what we have to do.
And food.
Yeah.
But they're talking about the
The wheat.
food, like I don't know shit about this either, but like the wheat shortages and
The
stuff
wheat
because
in
of this stuff is going to be a
Ukraine for-
really big deal.
Northern Africa is really bad, and I think Eastern Europe.
I think the stat is it's a 12% calorie deficit because of the war.
Skinny.
I mean, that's wild. That has to be more people dying than are dying in the war, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about the ramifications of inflation, it's unfortunately it's far greater than the war, because the impact it's going to have on societies all over the world, people losing jobs, like, dude, global turmoil in Sri Lanka and Albania and Argentina, like these things aren't going to be resolved quickly.
No.
And people will die, people lose jobs. Hyperinflation in these countries is so bad. 60% is bananas.
Like the Minions.
Yeah.
They love bananas. It seems like
Do they?
yeah, that was part of the rich minions is or gentle minions is everyone would take bananas and chuck them at the movie screen.
I mean, that is a perfect
That's
manipulation of
China.
China.
That's
There's like all
China.
these dumb kids that are going to
Yeah.
chuck
Like,
bananas.
let's go
But
to-
there's no food on earth. Take a banana and fucking destroy
Chuck
There's
it.
no bananas in the fucking theater. I go to the theater every weekend. You can't find a banana.
No, they took them. They took them with them.
So China basically ruined AMC and,
Some of them. Yeah. They probably are laughing their asses off. Do you know how fun that would be? You to just turn levers and just like, oh, look, they're throwing bananas. It worked. Yeah, it seems to me, you want to know one thing, Anand, when we were talking about like how crazy everything seems and how scary it is. And then my sort of optimistic attempt was like, I think things have always been like kind of crazy. We just see it all now on social media. One movie that I went and rewatched was Vice. And like that shit is fucking crazy, like what happened. And the reason why I just brought it up is because it also shows, like, once again, I don't want to go down conspiracy lane, but like there is this massive industry that would love for a war in Ukraine to go on for the next decade. Yeah. And we just pulled out of Afghanistan, and so we need a war. And I just feel like there's a lot of incentive to not make peace and to slowly just send weapons and just slowly kind of burn through money. I don't know. It just feels like we're not incentivized to, like, there's no one makes a profit if we make peace or if we help make peace.
Yeah.
There's no incentive.
Yeah, I mean, these guys need to get to work fast.
And it doesn't seem like anyone's getting to work.
I mean, you're telling me in the entire administration, there's no one that went to like Harvard? Like anyone went to a smart school?
They don't know how to make peace. What are you talking about? To make peace?
No,
Yeah,
just
just
like
like,
give some advice.
Give
That's what he said.
someone smart. Like,
Did you see the tweet about gas station owners?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Who went to Harvard? Who informed that? God.
There's got to be one smart Stanford, Harvard kid sitting in the administration like, maybe we shouldn't do this.
I'm telling you, after reading some of the Trump stuff and like reading the Omarosa book and like watching Vice. Don't ask me why I read the Omarosa book.
Yeah, that I'm not going to. Big
please.
Apprentice fan.
Yeah. But I think it's kind of a shit show in the White House.
Yeah,
Always.
I think it always has been.
It always
I think we just like kind of put that
revere them.
Yeah, that we put them on a like
Pedestal.
pendulum and like we're like, oh yeah, you or podium, sorry, and like you guys are so smart. Tell us what to do.
The brightest
in
minds.
reality, it's like they have no idea what they're doing.
I think it's a bunch of
And
cronies
that's all
and a bunch of
administrations.
I think it is, man. I think it's scary
It's a
what
bunch of
goes on in
minions.
there.
I mean, if you think about
Yeah.
what we saw between the CDC and the WHO and throughout this entire pandemic, like
I mean, when
we
you
just
read
thought
the
that
Trump
this
stuff,
was gospel, right?
even when you read like Trump January 6th stuff and like just the way it's going down and like there's not like an adult in the room.
No.
You know?
I mean, Mike Pence saved the democracy,
Yeah.
which is insanity.
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
What people don't understand, and people who listen, we have all walks of life that listen. We have some very highly educated, very successful people that listen, and then we have people like trying to figure it out. The people trying to figure out, nobody knows fucking anything.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's actually
They're
the
morons.
most. That's the most like kind of eye-awakening thing I've had in my adulthood, as I've like gotten to know a lot of successful people.
They're
And,
morons.
No, you just
Here's what I've learned.
no, but like you have these like opinions that they're so well informed and they're so strategic on the way they think, and like guess what? A lot of people just got rich because they were
Lucky.
yes.
Yes. And people don't, what happens is as soon as you are perceived as someone that has wealth, you all of a sudden have this like enormous amount of confidence to say whatever you want.
That's
And
Silicon Valley literally at its. This is what I'm talking about.
No,
'Cause
finance people too. though.
finance
But I
and
think
Silicon Valley. 'Cause
politics,
Silicon
too.
Valley. Yeah,
Anybody
Politics is
who has
the worst.
every industry.
Literally.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm
Politics
just talking
is the
about 'cause
worst of the
Silicon Valley.
three.
It's like, yo, you got lucky on a few investments and you talk like you're fucking God.
Socrates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a quote I screenshotted the other day. It might have been, I don't know, who knows, probably Naval or something, but it said, the less you know, the more everything seems like magic. The more you know, the more everything is bullshit and people making it up as they go along.
Yeah, and that's
Good
why
reminder.
I think Warren Buffett honestly is the only like voice of reason when he talk about like how he thinks about the world. He's like, it's actually pretty simple. You just like find things that you think are going to be
Just buy Coke.
they're going to exist long term.
Just eat
and-
Big Macs and buy Coke stock. You'll be fine.
He's fucking right though. Like,
No,
Yeah.
that's my point.
It's that easy. Yeah.
It's, and he always says that. He always says, he's like, investing's really easy.
Yeah. That's true. But have you seen NFTs?
yeah. I
There's
think
a big opportunity. I got a big opportunity for you in the metaverse, Anand.
Yeah, and this week I think this week will dictate the next month. So we have an inflation report coming out. I don't have high hopes for this inflation report because it's lagging. It's not leading.
And it's also bullshit data.
It's fake. They're talking to 12 gas station owners and they say, yeah, gas is up. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
So, you think you're gonna get like a big high
Yeah,
print?
even the payroll number we got on Friday was great, which is not good.
No, we need unemployment.
Yeah, we need unemployment. So the problem is all these data points are lagging, right? So we don't know when this data was really collected and being reported, and we are live living inflation. What has gone down in price in your life? Being the Warren Buffett in the room, Name one thing.
Are you the Warren Buffett?
I'm Warren Buffett. Name one thing. So the only thing that I noticed is the local gas station went from $6.49 for the cheapest gas to $6.39.
It's nice.
That is the only thing I saw drop in price. You went to a restaurant today at the Grove. The entree was like $48.
I have no idea what the price was.
That's because they're coming for you.
Don't say shit like that, bro. They're coming for you.
I went and looked at the menu again because I went by and I was like, God damn, who can eat here? Even a billionaire can eat at the Grove.
Get to the bunker, man. You're asking for it. Holy
Great
cow.
quesadilla.
Yeah.
Okay,
$68 cheese quesadilla.
Holy cow.
But when you have two kids and you're trying to like manage before nap, like price doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I
Say
get it.
that
I'm
to
just
America.
saying, don't say it
Say
in
that
the
to
microphone.
America.
Okay. Say price doesn't matter again. I dare you. Dee, let's talk for a second about hydration. Dee and Anand, you guys are both pretty active guys. You're also very busy. So you like to run a lot. The weather in LA has been very hot. So I'm sure you've been sweating your ass off.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the amount of water that you're supposed to drink is just insane. How do you guys stay hydrated?
You know what I do? I peel out a stick of liquid IV, pour it into my 12 ounces, 16 ounces of water, and
you're good
double
to go.
hydrated. Double hydrated.
Is that
Good
the
to go.
hydration sound?
Yeah.
That's the little
What are the
pop you get?
vitamins we got? What are the vitamins we got?
I got B3, B5, B6, B12, 5 essential vitamins. Boom, 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 boom.
And vitamin C.
Vitamin C. Oh, yeah. I'm not getting sick.
Woo!
Who's getting
And
sick?
Liquid
No
IV.
one's
I
getting
didn't even-
sick.
I didn't even know this. Liquid IV has donated over 19 million servings globally. So in the time when everything's melting down and everyone is in absolute chaos, at least Liquid IV is doing their part.
I mean, great people over there. And if you want to pick up 7,000 packs of Liquid IV, head over to Costco.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
you
I
can
think
have
they sell
enough
them
Costco.
7,000 at a time.
You pick them up at Costco, you could ensure that generations do not get dehydrated.
If you don't buy minimum 100 liquid IV, you should not.
That's true. Do
listen to
your
this
part.
podcast.
Do your part.
Yeah,
If you
do
haven't
your
done
part.
anything for charity, if you haven't done anything this year, just go buy some Liquid IV. They'll take care of it for you.
Or if you don't have a Costco near you, head over to liquidiv.com, use the code group chat, get 25% off, get hydrated. It's crazy how many people that I run into. Oh, this is the pod. I use Liquid IV. I'm hydrated as AF.
AF. That's what the kids are saying.
Good.
Hydrated AF.
Hydrated AF.
Okay, well, there you go. Get hydrated AF. Go to liquidiv.com. Promo code group chat, 25% off. Let's get back into the episode. Okay, so, and then we also, it's earnings time. So I'm guessing, what's everyone guess? Like, everyone's guess. I'm guessing, who knows what it does to the stock market? Because I don't know if, we're already priced in or what's going on here. But like, I think this earnings season is going to be brutal.
I think
over the last quarter, everyone got smoked.
I speak to so many random people that do all kinds of random things. I don't think I spoke to anyone that's doing exceptionally well.
I think Dee does talk to more people across many industries than anyone I know.
Mm-hmm.
Random people too.
Yes.
Like very random industry, not just apparel, e-commerce, whatever, but just like random people. And I just don't think anyone is doing well. I don't know anyone that's just
So
like,
why would inflation be high? They just don't
I don't
know
think
how to
the
calculate?
prices have dropped yet. Here's my honest
I'm talking
opinion.
about earnings, though, for the record, just to clarify.
Yeah, so
Earnings should be down.
earnings
right?
should be down,
But I think
that's-
everyone's earnings reports will be terrible. That's
so the problem is the only data point that anyone cares about right now is to show that inflation has cooled off, so the Fed stops raising interest rates, because then the stock market will rip. The problem is I don't have any data points to show that prices have actually gone down. So gas prices have not gone down. Food prices have not gone down. The service industry, call it hospitality, has not gone down yet. So those are three things that are very much in our face every single day. You obviously are seeing sales at department stores, sales everywhere. but people aren't consuming. I don't think they're deep enough discounts yet. So that everyone said the shift went from goods to services. What in the service industry has price gone down yet? Nothing has gone down yet. So to me,
you had some hotel insight that after September it's falling off a cliff.
Yeah. So a friend of mine is very ingrained in the hotel industry, and he said demand has fallen off a cliff post September, and that you should see prices really, really come down post September. So that's the problem is the CPI report.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because they're not looking. If the CPI report took in some forward-looking data and said, look, we're seeing slow demand for hospitality. We're seeing slow demand.
The problem with the CPI is it's not actually accurate. Yeah. We're not doing it properly.
It's
CPI
stupid.
for the last 30 days, fine. Can we do the CPI forecast it for 120 days and then figure it out? Why aren't we doing that?
It's because we're stupid. Because we're fucking. There's no adults in the room. We're just fucking.
No one at the CPI office is an adult.
It's insane that this CPI report in, I think it's 7 days from now, or maybe less, 5 days.
No, it's the sooner.
And the market we're going to move trillions of dollars in the economy based on this report, and it's completely inaccurate.
It's like Nielsen rating.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
It's all
the
bullshit.
Nielsen rating is who cares if Procter & Gamble pays more for a fucking NFL ad?
I get it. I'm just saying that
this is why Warren's right. Warren's not stressing about the CPI
I actually
report.
think investing in life is actually very, very simple. We overcomplicate it.
And we're going to literally, the CPI report is going to move trillions of dollars.
And
that's crazy.
If the CPI report shows that inflation has slowed, it's bullshit. It's fake. Name something in your life.
What you mean inflation is not from 8% to 9%? What are you saying?
No, I'm saying if it's not in the same range that it's been in, I don't know what the expectation is, but obviously everyone wants to see 4% or 3%.
No. They want to see 8.1%.
Yeah.
Because I think last was 8.3.
Yeah. So
and what's that point to? That's trillions of dollars.
Yeah. But what in your life has price gone
bullshit.
down?
Yeah. Even if they'd say it's 8.3 to 8.1, I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
I don't even think the 8.3 is accurate.
Yeah, exactly. So why won't they just say 8.1?
They probably
will.
You
should say 5.3.
They'll probably say 8.1. What's our bet? Up or down? I bet they say it went down a couple tenths of a point.
That's all they have to
Why
say,
wouldn't you?
and the market will rip. Why wouldn't you? You have no data. You have no idea what you're talking about. Just do it.
Come on, Joe. Yes,
so
why not?
What's everyone's guess?
I'm guessing 8.1. I think that sounds great. Believable.
I want to take it down a couple tenths.
Yeah, I think 8.1 is great.
So you're saying 8.1. What are you saying on it?
I'm the same with drama. It's let's just take it down. They have no data. So
you know what? If Anand's going to go 8.1 because he had that first, I'll actually go 7.9.
Okay, 7.9. We are going to be rich by the end of the week.
I think they might just, you know what? Fuck it, man. Let's just give it the 7.
Okay,
it's saying it's 7.99. It's actually 8.
They're so 8.7% is expected for June. Guess what I'm telling you? Because I think
you think 9.1.
Yes, 9.1 is exactly what I was going to say. Because I think Sleepy Joe is asleep at the wheel, and he's not. Trump would have been there just forging the numbers, and we would have gotten 7.5.
But we know all the numbers are fake. Just give a lower number.
Yeah,
I'm saying 9.1 completely torpedo everything.
Why would you do that though?
Because he's not
it's your choice. It's fucking it's in a typewriter.
And it's the way they calculate the data is so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's literally going down the street and be like, hey, how much you charge this month? $6 for that Doritos? How much this month? $6.50? All right, that's 9%.
Hold on, let me get my calculator.
So we're screwed, drama. If the expectation is 8.7,
yeah,
we're
no
fucked.
shot. Yeah, we're fucked.
I'm going 9.1. Complete.
Okay, then you know what? I would like to switch my bid. What is it now? 8 point what? 3?
It is expected 8.7.
No, but what is it today? Or was the last one? May 8.3?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then I'm going 8.5 because I'm going to say that they're going to give that number in advance to
8.6 was me.
8.6.
Fuck. And they're saying 8.9?
8.7
is projected. Oh, fuck.
Why?
You know what
all this data is fake. Why wouldn't they just give the right number to make
there is no
the
right
economy?
number.
No, but just make the stock market go up.
I would say negative. I would say
Just
negative.
make it up.
Yeah. Like, hey, guess what, guys? It's -5.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy.
Everything has dropped. You guys just don't realize it's dropped.
You can drop it by 0.2, 0.3 and the market
only reason why the data could be good is some, economist comes out and says, if you extract gas and food, there's no inflation. That's the new hustle.
Well, they probably do say that, right? I mean, I'm sure people are saying that.
Here's an interesting data point. House on my street 3 weeks ago got listed for $4 million. Okay. On Trulia, on Trulia, I look all the time, like price reduced, like just to see what in my neighborhood. They said no homes have reduced in price. I was like, really? I don't even see any. These houses are all on the market still. Nothing has been bought. I then go look at the same house. It's now 3.79. They've dropped $210,000.
Yeah.
In 1 week. And then I think that house is going to sell for substantially less. Like, who's buying that house?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's talking about my Mexican lunch. He's talking about $4 million houses.
It's not my house. It's not my house. I don't live there.
You guys are fucked. We talked about this, and then you guys just went all into sharing your comps in your neighborhood and your fucking.
All I did was do a nice.
I don't want to share the comps in fucking Anand's neighborhood. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, what else? Oh, you want to know what else is? This is interesting news. So, like, through the whole pandemic and then after, like luxury watches, especially Rolex. All the rage was about Rolexes. Rolex were so expensive. You couldn't get them even if you were on the list and whatever. And the resale value was through the roof. And if you wore yours out in the street, it was getting robbed from you anyway. And it was just absolute madness. So Rolex and Patek are two of I think the ones that saw the biggest climb. But I think a lot of luxury watches saw it. It looks like with the crypto meltdown and just kind of the general meltdown, those prices, those off secondhand prices might be coming down a little bit.
Yeah. Rolex Daytona was basically the watch of
the crypto
choice.
watch.
The crypto watch of choice. And it was impossible watch to get the last 2 years. And the price drop has been, apparently it's dropping really, really quickly. And my guess is, and I'm curious to see how quickly things like watches and leases get, just removed, completely corrected. Like you just give them up. At what point do you just say, hold on, I don't give a shit what's happening. Get rid of my watch, get rid of my Urus.
Oh, there's going to be so many Uruses getting taken off the streets.
If I could get a Urus for $500 a month, I'm getting one.
You probably will.
I feel like you could.
I mean, isn't it like $3,000?
I don't know. You might want to look.
No, but I think what happened was these watches are pretty limited at retail, right?
Yeah. Impossible to get at retail.
Impossible to get at retail. People bought them and they resold them at these crazy prices because everyone was inflating it. And then now it's correcting to, probably 30, 40% lower than the peak.
Not yet. So check this out. Rolex Daytona Black Dial. The retail is $12,400. In 2019, that watch was $25,000 if you can get it. 2021, it was $35,000. The peak in 2022 was $48,000. Now it's $44,000. The Audemars Royal Oak retail $23,000. The peak was $165,000. Now it's $143,000. So it's like 10%.
You want to wait a couple more months.
Yeah, I mean, it's going back down to 2019 prices. Like the Nautilus Patek, like the peak was $237. Now it's $192. It's a $35,000 watch.
Yeah, I have a friend with that watch, and he has the gold one. And
Is he robbed or no?
no, so shockingly no. But someone, I think he paid like 50 or 60 for it, and someone offered him like 250.
Recently?
Yeah, like not recently, like probably 6 months ago. But that's just how wild it got. That's a watch that he bought and then wore around, and it got crazy. But who knows? Maybe this stuff falls off a cliff like everything else. I mean, it was all
It should
this
fall off a cliff. And
yeah, you would think.
Even with real estate, I think what confidence, just being like Warren Buffett here, what confidence do you have?
I can't believe Dee calls himself
Warren Buffett. Why do you think real estate should hold up? Give me one common sense reason why it should hold up.
The only reason why is because the supply is so low. That's the argument. The argument is that the supply of real estate is so low but look, that's the same argument actually for Rolexes. I mean, that's why Rolexes were so overpriced. Yeah. When the demand went through the roof, Rolex didn't increase supply and they just let the prices get ridiculous, and now they're going to fall off a cliff. I agree with you, but I'm just saying that's the argument. That's the argument someone would make. I
agree. I think what people are not considering is if you own a home and you maybe bought it last year and you paid a lot of money for it and your financial condition changed, then you have to sell it, and you can't be so precious about this price you sell the home for. And so if you lose your job, if you lost money in the stock market or whatever, then you're just like, fuck it, I need liquidity. I'll sell it at whatever price. And that's what happens with watches. That's what happened with cars. There's some pretty gnarly car data that I was reading that I think I put on today's episode, was that the average car payment in 12.7% of buyers have a monthly payment of at least $1,000.
That's $1,000?
Yes. The average monthly payment for a new car loan hit an all-time high of $686 in June. Tell me that CPI is not going to be fucking 10%. That number.
I mean, I just got a $60 quesadilla.
Yeah, I'm telling you, exactly. I'm telling you that CPI number is going to be a disaster.
Yeah, that number is 9.5.
There's a record number of shorts going into this week. A record number. So unless somebody at the CPI office goes,
just fudge the number.
Do it. I mean, I hate
Come on.
I think Trump did
encourage
that.
Fraud.
Trump did that.
Yeah, well, fucking stocks only went up when Trump was in.
I think he did. I think he just bullied everyone. Was like,
and so you think about that. You look at the car payment thing. Most people cannot afford. There was something
$1,000 car payment's insane.
Insane. I don't think. Man, I forgot what our Audi is. And it's nowhere near $1,000.
And that's a very nice car. $1,000, you're getting into like
a luxury car.
Yeah, 12.7% of people. That's fucking wild. That's what it looks like driving around LA. 12.7% probably drive Uruses.
Yeah,
I saw Draymond Green on Canon with the Urus.
No way. Well, he can afford it.
He can afford it. He makes $25 billion a year.
What about our boy Elon? Do you have more on that, or do you want to switch to Elon?
Wait, I actually want to like. I've thought about this a lot over the last 48 hours.
Okay,
and I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are. So, we talk about Instacart, Uber, all these companies, right? And you rewind to 99, 2000, where all the companies that made sense in theory, like pets.com didn't work, but chewy.com did, because infrastructure and technology costs went down. And now I think we're in this new world where the technology costs are massively down, but the in real world costs aren't down. So the businesses don't work.
They're inflated, extremely inflated.
Right?
Yeah.
And so these concepts still work, in my opinion. Instacart, Uber, Postmates, DoorDash, like you name it. But how long is it going to take to flush out that real world costs because it's a hybrid, right? These businesses are all a hybrid of digital infrastructure really cheap, right? Like they can have the software.
The reason why these companies are not profitable is because of real world commodities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my
But
point.
didn't we say last episode that like Instacart and that stuff just doesn't make sense?
No, that's that's exactly what like my point is. Basically, like in 2000, we said none of this worked.
Yeah.
But now we're in 2022 and it doesn't work because real world costs are so expensive.
Yeah.
And when do we get to the point where real world costs make these businesses work?
Never. They're done. They're all stupid.
So you think it's all stupid?
Okay, let me ask you a
I
question.
think it's simply driverless cars. I think driverless cars, all those
but let me ask
businesses
you a
you just
question.
mentioned work.
Okay, so driverless car. I was thinking about this as well. Driverless car comes. I gotta walk to my curb. Who the car's just gonna chuck my food out?
Yeah, you get the little bot.
Yeah, I think.
I see
yeah,
that.
I think
I
The
see
they'll go to your
bot's
curb.
gonna open my gate? No fucking way. The bot's a moron.
The bot leaves it outside your
Those
gate.
bots are
Yeah, and then
morons.
guess what's gonna happen? Because where I live, homeless person's taking my food.
I think you got to go to the gate. I think the door doesn't unlock unless it's you, but I think you got to go to the gate.
No, but isn't
think you
that
gotta
like an
compromise.
interesting?
No
isn't that
one's going to
interesting-
the gate. Nobody.
No, my point is, isn't it interesting to think about how all these? It's almost mirroring 1999.
Yeah, these are donuts.
I just feel like when the demand for them is that high, it has to work out. Like
I don't think the
Postmating
demand
something
is
or Ubering something is like part of.
Okay,
It's just
So-
like the normal. It's like a drive-through or a cab. Like
Okay,
it's just
but
like
here-
normal.
Amazon is going to have this existential crisis where they're going to lose so much money this year on the e-commerce side. They're going to have to subsidize it with all their profits from AWS. At some point, someone really smart might be like, why don't we just spin the AWS off? It's worth $1 trillion. Maybe our e-commerce business is worth something, but like these businesses don't make money. Uber needs to be double to make money. Postmates needs to be more. Everything needs to be more.
Yeah.
Well, Uber would work driverless.
Yeah,
Driverless
my
fixes
point
Uber.
is,
Uber
when
could
do
work
we
driverless.
get there? It's gonna happen.
10 years.
It's at least 10 years because of
I don't know, I
policy.
mean, real
There's
driverless,
policy
yeah.
involved too. Policy, like you think, in our state will be the last state to have driverless
I
cars.
just thought it was really. I was thinking about it really hard over the weekend and was like, this is literally the same thing about technology infrastructure costs
Yeah.
back in 99, 2000, which is why all those businesses didn't make sense. And
Yeah.
now we're talking about real world costs
and they still
that
don't
make these
sense.
businesses don't make sense.
Yeah. The only argument I have is driverless. I am curious what people who know the businesses more, there's people who know it way more intimately than I do, but I think the big chunk is having to pay the drivers, at least with Uber. That solves Uber tomorrow.
It needs to be electric cars with
Yeah.
lower electricity prices, with no drivers. That makes Uber works. Delivery, I just don't think people are going to go to the curb. I would just
No one's going to the curb.
no one's going to the curb.
I'm not going to the curb.
But what if it's just a smaller business? What if it's just you have to go to
It's
the
for-
curb, it shrinks the audience, but it makes sense
that's fine.
economically.
Like you live in an apartment building that
Yeah,
is
I
a
would
high
never.
rise, right?
Yeah.
Do people come up to your door?
Yep.
They come up to your door.
Absolutely. Every time. Well,
Okay, so you're
sometimes
done.
they try not to. Sometimes they call me and say, I'm not going up there. And then
They
most
go
of the time you
up
can
the
talk them
elevator,
into
all
it.
that shit.
Yeah, it's 21 floors.
So you want a little robot to go up?
Yeah, you want R2D2 to come up
I don't
there?
give a
That
fuck who
motherfucker's
comes up
gonna
here,
get
but I'm
lost.
not going down. Damn it. Now I put the target on my back.
Yeah, the 21 floors, they can narrow down the buildings now.
Oh, shit. So, last but not least, Elon Musk has, terminated the Twitter deal. The lawyers wrote the letter. It's official. They're backing out of the Twitter deal.
Yeah.
Is this some sort of ongoing bluff, or is this it?
No, I don't think it's it. I think this is going to be like a 2-year long saga, and this is just the beginning. Here's what I think. Inherently, Elon offered way too much money for that company. Probably should have offered 30-40% less. He got trapped during a bad time in the market.
But if he
Now
gets
he's
the
trying to-
data on the bots, if he gets the data on the real versus fake accounts
I think it's all a charade. I don't think he wanted to buy Twitter.
at all,
Uh,
but there's a $1
No.
billion termination.
That's
And he's
nothing
just
for
going to
him.
sue. And he's just going to sue. And
So you think this
Let
is
it
all for
tie up
shits
in
and
courts.
gigs?
I think he really believes that simulation shit,
I think so too.
where it's like, it's just a game. Like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll buy Twitter. Birth decline. I just had twins with some executive in my company. And like,
Yeah.
he doesn't give a shit about anything.
There were some
I
great
don't-
jokes about Twitter. Elon finally learning how to pull out, though.
The
Oh my
memes
God.
are so good.
So good.
The memes are amazing. And
By the way, if we're talking memes, if you are a sports fan, go on Twitter and search Zach Wilson. Those are the best memes you've ever seen
I've seen
in
what happened with
sports
Zach
history.
Wilson?
Zach Wilson is the quarterback for the New York Jets.
I don't even want to talk about it, but yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. I mean, it's way better than this Elon whatever by Twitter.
Okay, I'll
He
do that.
basically broke up with some girlfriend. The girlfriend commented on some Instagram post that said, wait till you hear about what he did with his friend's mom.
Yeah.
And
It's-
so
it's
I
crazy.
guess apparently he took down his friend's mom. And now the memes are like, you know, when Zach Wilson pulls up to the
Oh,
book club
no.
or when Zach Wilson pulls up to the
That's so good.
And, you know, he's from BYU. He's probably Mormon and like
Yeah.
good content. We should
That's
actually
a
ask
good
Kyle
meme content.
Kyle about this. Isn't he a BYU guy? Our guy Kyle? On it?
Anand, why you quiet?
Wait, sorry.
Kyle. I'm like, who's here?
Oh yeah. No, sorry. I'm actually like, I googled or searched on Twitter. New York Jets quarterback Zach Wilson's ex-girlfriend claims he had an affair with his MAGA-loving mom's best friend.
It's friend's mom, not mom's friend. That's the problem.
Wow.
But yeah, Zach
That's
Wilson's
premium meme material.
Yeah, it's incredible content. But yeah, you know, whatever. Elon just terminated his Twitter deal.
I don't think Elon ever wanted to buy Twitter, and I think
he gives
he
a shit.
gives
He's
a
in
shit.
Europe just enjoying his life.
yeah, he's been at
Is he in
multiple
Europe?
weddings that we know of.
Yeah, he's in every
How
wedding.
the
He's getting
fuck does
Daily
this
Mail.
guy? How does he do it?
He doesn't care. That's the key element to being that powerful is not caring. If you care, your life's over.
Okay, I can get down with that. All right. Well,
But yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think, he thinks it's a simulation and everything's good, but you can't. So in your guys' mind, this means nothing. The deal, it doesn't mean the deal is off. It doesn't really mean anything. It's just another
I think the
Elon.
deal's off and Twitter's fucked. Or Twitter's share price is fucked.
And D, you
Twitter
think
as
it
a
means
company
nothing.
is fine.
I think
I don't think there's any situation where Elon Musk owns Twitter. Do you guys believe that?
I do because I think
I
it's
think it's
ego.
possible.
I
He
think
did
it's
a
ego.
fucking video call to the staff. What was that about? He did an all hands meeting.
Yeah. Imagine you're one of those idiots who quit because he thought he was buying it.
I know. Oh my God.
Oh man, those
I
are the
just think
people
like
that say, "I'm leaving America if so and so wins."
Yeah,
All right,
the 10 people that quit. I think the terrible thing that came out of this, though, is he exposed like how many accounts might be fake. Like if you're a Twitter advertiser, you're going to be like, hey, so what's up with those fake accounts?
Yeah, so he created the business, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I wonder if this is a negotiation tactic. Like, does he come back and end up getting it for 2/3?
Do you think he wants it?
Yeah, it's a powerful medium.
Even if he got it at 25 billion, do you think he wants it?
100%. It's a very powerful tool in his world.
Why did Trump take shots at him?
He called him full of shit.
Just another bullshitter?
Yeah, another bullshitter.
That's kind of what Anand said. Anand, you're on the same page with your guy.
Because I think Elon said basically he had never voted for him. I don't know why people think he voted for him. Blah blah blah. Trump's on fire right
Twitter
now.
deal.
I think Elon's a mess.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't argue. Like, I wouldn't
I think he's like everybody else.
very
Doesn't
likely.
give a shit. He's just like whatever.
Is Trump running in 2024?
That's what you would assume.
I mean, I feel like he's been doing a lot. He's been starting to make news quite a bit lately.
I was actually thinking if I'm DeSantis, I actually sit this election out and run the next one.
No, DeSantis has to go. He's too hot.
Too
I know,
hot.
but it's just
4
too-
years,
it's
hard
too-
to stay hot.
He's going to Utah, and apparently it's like a bunch of rich, wealthy donors.
Mormons.
Yeah.
I think DeSantis beats Trump. I think that people are actually, I think DeSantis is just like sparky enough that he gets press and gets people's attention. But I don't think, I think
if
given
DeSantis is the candidate, he's 100% winning. I don't see how anyone we have right now, unless The Rock ran, the only chance the Democrats have.
Bezos.
But what about Trump DeSantis for the Republican nomination?
If Trump, I mean, for the purposes of our podcast, Trump DeSantis would be blockbuster.
Oh, for content, yeah.
And then Trump
Bezos. DeSantis, Bezos? Are you kidding me?
Bezos would be good. If Bezos runs, then
dumb question here. What happens if Biden decides not to run again? How do we choose?
Yeah, primary, same thing, same process.
Okay.
Everyone thinks Newsom.
Ugh. Right? Is that how we all feel? Or
I
that was just me.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sorry,
I'm
I just
not
sort of reacted.
No, but Newsom's the guy.
But
if he's the guy, we're fucked.
If I'm Rick Caruso, I withdraw the mayoral race, run for president as a Democrat.
Yeah,
I think
don't lose to Bass. And
don't lose and just run for president. I think Rick Caruso would win the presidency.
I think over Newsom, right? I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Because they didn't even come close to recalling Newsom. No. Like, not even close. So, like, we're a little bit in a bubble here, I think.
Good looking guy, great hair. That's all you need.
Yeah.
I think he looks like a president to me. When I think of president,
does. Like in a movie,
don't you think DeSantis does too?
I would cast Gavin Newsom and I say, you know what, he's a great guy to be president.
That's true. But you cast him in like The Purge. Yeah. He's like too handsome. He's like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta like get in the office.
No one wants an ugly president, so that's just the reality.
I think they do. All right. Okay. Well, there we go. Send your applications to bunker at groupchat.com.
Bunker at groupchat.
Tell us your send them to our DMs. Send them to our Instagram DMs. Feel free to make a video showing your talent or your skill. We made a list of what we're looking for, but feel free to add anything in there that we maybe didn't think about. Ari, are you coming? Will we still be able to podcast, or should we look for a producer?
Are you joining the bunker or no?
I'm going to be there.
Okay.
So we'll still be able to do group chat from the bunker.
Who's your plus one?
I don't know. I guess it'd have to be my girlfriend.
Are you guys getting married? Because it's going to be a long time.
It'll be a long
I hope
time.
so.
Right? This better be the real thing, because we don't deal with breakups in the bunker very well.
I
someone
know.
just
No conflict.
Someone just gets pushed out, man.
Someone literally has to go upstairs and then be gone.
We do paper, rock, scissors, and you're pushed out.
You're slowly out of like a sewer hole. We just like...
Oh my God. Okay.
Good luck in the purge.
Good luck in the purge. Thank you guys for listening, and have a great week.